Imagine someone you once loved becoming so obsessed that they allegedly try to hire a hitman against the person you're dating. That's exactly what's happening in the shocking Cardi B and Offset saga. The receipts might just ruin him. You won't believe how far this drama has spiraled. I can't even handle it anymore. Seriously, it's too much. Sometimes, I lay down at night and just think, this isn't normal. You watch crime documentaries, scroll social media, see all these crazy stories about women getting hurt and it hits differently. I've always thought of myself as tough, but there's a huge difference between being strong and dealing with someone who has a dangerous obsession with you. And right now, I'm genuinely worried. Things just spiraled even more in the Cardi B and Offset divorce saga. Word on the streets is wild. There was reportedly a warrant out for Offset's arrest. And the rumor is, he allegedly tried to have Stefon Diggs taken out, literally paid someone to handle him. From the very beginning, it was clear that Offset wasn't happy about Cardi moving on so quickly. He couldn't hide his frustration, and the tension was obvious to anyone paying attention. But things escalated far beyond social media jabs and passive-aggressive posts, when reports started surfacing that Offset allegedly tried to have Stefon Diggs taken out. The situation crossed a line that's hard to imagine. This wasn't just petty jealousy or online drama anymore, it was dangerous. Real-life obsession at its worst. Cardi, understandably, appears to be done playing the bigger person. For a long time, she tried to stay above the noise, keeping her private life private while navigating one of the messiest celebrity divorces in recent memory. But now, she's speaking out in a way that leaves no room for doubt. She claims to have proof that Offset allegedly offered someone $100,000 to harm Stefon. If even part of that claim is accurate, Offset isn't just in trouble, he's facing serious legal consequences that could include substantial prison time. This revelation has sent shockwaves through the streets and social media. Fans who have been watching the Cardi-Offset drama unfold for years are now grappling with a reality far darker than any tweet, clapback, or post. Many remember the early days after Cardi moved on and began her relationship with Stefon. Offset's behavior escalated from passive-aggressive comments online to more threatening actions behind the scenes. From trying to manipulate situations to get Stefon in trouble, to allegedly making threats against his life. It's clear that this isn't just personal, it's dangerous. What makes this situation particularly chilling is the pattern of behavior that Cardi describes. According to her, Offset has been strategically manipulative, using psychological tactics to try and control the narrative. He allegedly sent her old, private videos to Stefon, attempting to twist the story and make it appear that Cardi was the one behaving inappropriately. He tried to portray her as unstable, all while attempting to provoke Stefon into doubt or jealousy. Cardi has been very clear. This is not just about petty drama, these are calculated, obsessive behaviors designed to intimidate, manipulate, and control. The stakes got even higher when Stefon decided to push back in his own way, when Offset attempted to shame Stefon publicly or use Cardi's past against him. Stefon posted a photo of himself having dinner with Cardi, captioned, "So proud of myself. Who would have thought I'd be eating dinner with Cardi B?" That single post seemed harmless on the surface, but it hit Offset like a lightning bolt. He reportedly went off online, using coded language and emojis to express his frustration, and even left cryptic comments under Cardi's posts. Social media quickly turned into a battleground, with fans picking sides and speculating about what was really happening behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Offset's alleged desperation became increasingly evident. Reports suggest that the woman he allegedly hired to set Stefon up failed to carry out the plan, and that failure may have been the final straw that pushed him toward the extreme measures Cardi claims he contemplated, allegedly offering $100,000 to a hit. This action, if true, is not only shocking but demonstrates a disturbing level of obsession and recklessness. What's even more striking is that Offset reportedly had financial struggles at the time, making the alleged expenditure even more reckless. It's a stark contrast to Cardi, who has been the primary earner, managing finances wisely, saving, investing, and securing the family's wealth. Cardi reportedly controls most of the couple's assets, including their homes in Atlanta and New Jersey, where she and the children, as well as her mother, reside. Without her financial contributions, Offset's lifestyle would look entirely different. This imbalance, combined with the stress of a high-profile divorce and public scrutiny, seems to have amplified his erratic behavior. Yet, despite the stakes and the risks, Cardi has remained focused on protecting herself and her family, highlighting the seriousness of Offset's alleged actions. The legal implications of such behavior are enormous. Even if the alleged hit didn't succeed, the act of planning or offering payment for such a crime is a serious offense. Sources indicate that authorities are now involved, which means Offset could be facing real consequences, including criminal charges that could dramatically alter his life. Meanwhile, Cardi's public statements and alleged evidence have put the spotlight squarely on him, turning what could have been a messy celebrity divorce into a potential criminal investigation. Beyond the legal and financial dimensions, there's the human element: Cardi's safety, mental well-being, and peace of mind. She has openly shared her fears, expressing that she feels endangered and that the constant harassment has been emotionally exhausting. Cardi's words reflect the reality of living under the shadow of someone who allegedly combines obsession, power, and wealth, creating a situation that feels impossible to escape. Her courage in speaking out is a reminder of how high the stakes have become, and how serious the alleged threats truly are. As the story unfolds, it's clear that this is no longer just a celebrity feud. It's a cautionary tale about the dangers of obsession, manipulation, and escalating conflict. Fans, legal experts, and observers are all waiting to see how this situation develops. If even a portion of Cardi's claims hold up, Offset could be facing life-altering consequences, including prison time, financial setbacks, and irreparable damage to his public image. At the heart of this saga is a larger message about personal boundaries, accountability, and the consequences of letting jealousy and obsession dictate actions. From the beginning, Offset's inability to handle Cardi moving on has set off a chain reaction that has escalated to dangerous levels. Cardi's decision to step forward, provide evidence, and assert her safety marks a pivotal moment in this drama, turning it from private marital strife into a very public, high-stakes scenario that could change lives forever. In short, this is no longer just a divorce story, it's a real-life cautionary tale about obsession, power, and consequences. Cardi appears to be protecting herself and her family, while Offset faces the possibility that his actions may have serious legal repercussions. The situation has spiraled far beyond a typical celebrity feud, and if the alleged $100,000 hitman plot is true, it could mark a turning point with irreversible consequences. One thing is certain: the drama is far from over, and the next chapters of this story are likely to be even more shocking than what has already unfolded. Think about it. Who would have guessed that Offset, someone the public has watched cry, vent, and complain about Cardi moving on, would escalate to allegedly plotting something as extreme as targeting Stefon? On the surface, it might have seemed like typical celebrity drama: social media feuds, passive-aggressive comments, and subtle shade, but what appears to be unfolding now goes far beyond that. This isn't simply about jealousy or heartbreak, it's obsession, and not in a healthy, relatable way. The situation reportedly took a dangerous turn when an Instagram model came forward with a shocking claim. Offset allegedly tried to pay her to set Stefon up. According to her, she was approached to participate in a scheme designed to destabilize Stefon's relationship with Cardi. She even shared screenshots of conversations that appeared to show Offset pressuring her to follow through with his plan, going so far as to threaten and manipulate her when she didn't comply. The messages suggested that he was desperate for control, willing to involve others in schemes that could have serious consequences. Fans and observers were stunned. Many noted that the situation had shifted from emotional disputes to potentially criminal behavior. It became clear that Offset's actions were no longer just about proving a point on social media. They allegedly crossed a line into illegal and dangerous territory. The alleged plot, if true, shows a disturbing level of obsession, where jealousy and resentment evolve into calculated plans to interfere with someone else's life. What's even more alarming is the broader pattern of behavior that emerges from this story. Cardi has publicly spoken about the emotional and psychological pressure she has faced during this divorce, from harassment and manipulation to threats that left her fearing for her safety. It's evident that Offset's behavior has been escalating over time. The alleged involvement of a third party, like the Instagram model, underscores the lengths he may have been willing to go to exert control, demonstrating a concerning disregard for boundaries and consequences. But here's the worst part. Reports suggest Offset didn't stop at trying to make Stefon cheat. Allegedly, he actually paid someone to hurt Stefon. Fans were stunned when they learned the Instagram model was his assistant's ex-girlfriend, and that this man might have been plotting something violent. Protection orders for both Cardi and Stefon seem urgent. Unfortunately, this kind of behavior isn't new. Cardi has openly said she's scared of him. She's mentioned that Offset has been dragging out their divorce, making her life harder. punishing her for moving on. And things got even more tense after she had a baby with Stefon. Offset's posts only added fuel to the fire. Just hours after Cardi announced the birth of her child, he posted implying the baby was his. You can imagine the chaos behind the scenes. The tension has been non-stop, and now, with these new allegations, it's clear things have gone way beyond messy, they're downright dangerous. Cardi B finally had enough. She called Offset out publicly, saying, "Y'all think this is funny, but it's not. It's been over a year, and I'm still being harassed and threatened to the point I feel my life is in danger. It's all fun and games until it's too late." She also claimed to have receipts that could expose him, adding, "Mother ****ers will do anything for attention. And one upload could get really nasty. Leave me alone. This isn't a new pattern." Cardi explained that Offset has been acting manipulative for a while, playing mind games and trying to make her crash out so he could spin the story and paint her as the crazy one. She said, "Essentially, this is what people like him want to make me look unstable on social media so they don't get blamed. That was always the plan." Now, she's done staying silent. She demanded that he stop playing games and finally signed the divorce papers. She even clapped back at a tweet where Offset called her single and miserable, replying, "Single and miserable? Nah, you're just mad I'm out living my life. D-Ninjas isn't on me. I've got 3 kids in my 30s, and I'm not miserable. I don't bother these girls, but every guy I talk to you DM about me. Let's not." Cardi also opened up about how terrified she feels. She said she fears for her life and feels like she could end up in a crime documentary. She admitted, "I can't take it anymore. Sometimes I lie in bed and think, this isn't normal. You watch crime shows, scroll social media, see women getting hurt every day. I'm tough. But there's a difference between being strong and dealing with someone obsessed with you, and this is dangerous." She shared how exhausting it has been trying to detach herself. "I try to be nice. I try to contact family. Nothing works. I'm so tired. I'm really, really tired." And now, things seem to be escalating even further. Offset allegedly turned his attention to Stefon, reportedly threatening his life. Cardi claims that Offset has been sending Stefon disturbing videos of her and Offset together from when they were married, trying to twist the narrative. To make it seem like she was cheating on Stefon, she explained, "This is the type of stuff I've been dealing with for months. Whenever I go out of town, he harasses me, leaves voice notes, trying to tear me down. His girlfriend plays games on my phone, leaving explicit voice notes. I'm just so tired of it all. The situation is exhausting, scary, and very real, and Cardi is done staying quiet." Offset probably thought that trash-talking Cardi would make Stefon leave her, but Stefon didn't budge. When that plan failed, Offset got salty and even called Stefon gay. To be fair, Stefon wasn't completely innocent. He decided to poke the bear. Right when Offset was going off on Cardi, Stefon posted a picture of him having dinner with her, captioned, "So proud of myself. Who would have thought I'd be eating dinner with Cardi B?" That post hit Offset hard. He responded with, "I smell some BS, fanboy," and even threw in a shrimp emoji if, you know. He also added, "My new be better, had you last week. By the way, Butch been cheating since 2019. Tommy and Sammy, I ain't tell when you did, rat." Offset even commented under one of Cardi's posts, where she shared cute pictures of herself, calling her a trophy walking on the beach, with a trash can emoji. Yeah, he's been in his feelings for a minute. Stefon and Cardi's relationship was clearly thriving, and it seemed to push Offset over the edge. Cardi was dropping a #1 album, about to go on tour, and Stefon's career was on the rise. It looked like things couldn't get any better for them. Meanwhile, the woman Offset allegedly hired to set Stefon up failed to deliver, and reports say that's what supposedly drove him to the point of allegedly trying to have Stefon taken out. It gets crazier. Cardi reportedly has proof that Offset allegedly offered someone $100,000 to hurt Stefon. That alone shows how desperate he's become, especially since he's been going broke fast. Cardi, on the other hand, has been the main breadwinner, saving and investing wisely. Reports say about 95% of the money they currently have is hers. It's not just cash. Cardi also controls the real estate. The Atlanta home where she and the kids live, and the New Jersey home where her mother stays, are both hers. Without her wealth, Offset isn't anywhere near as financially stable as he wants people to think. He's been spending recklessly for years, yet somehow found $100,000 for a hitman instead of using it on legal help or therapy. And now the cops are reportedly involved. Even if the alleged hit didn't succeed, it's still a serious crime. This situation is spiraling fast, and from what the streets are saying, it's about to get even worse. Receipts are flying, rumors are spreading, and Offset's name is being dragged deeper into a mess that's getting uglier by the day. Cardi is putting out claims that could ruin him if even a fraction turns out true. This divorce is no longer about splitting assets, it's shaping up to be a full-blown scandal. And if there's really a warrant for his arrest, Offset isn't just facing heartbreak or a messy breakup, he could be facing serious jail time. Right now, one thing is certain. This drama is far from over, and it's only going to get messier.